So if you got like a business, you got to make sure that you looking good, that your product is good, and that you're branding, because you never know who will purchase. You
That's
know,
true.
I didn't.
All right, we got Kate Carbon in the building. How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing great.
It's here early in the morning. We're here pulled up at South Perkins Road. We're doing that thing. So,
Top of the morning.
Top of the charts. So talk to me about the charts, man. You know, you've been everywhere, you know, here and there. So talk to me. I know you've been traveling up and down the road. Atlanta, Mississippi life, Tennessee life, Cali life, everything. So talk to me about that real quick.
The past year been crazy. A lot of new experiences, but just these few weeks alone, like just the few first weeks of 2024, it just feel like everything new. But you know, it's like not a bad new. It's like all the lessons from 2023, all the mistakes. It's like, okay, you can go into a new year with new knowledge and like a new approach. Same approach, but like a new approach, because now I done learned from what not to do, and it's like now I know I'm gonna still make mistakes, but at least it won't be the same mistakes.
Absolutely,
you know,
which is major. I know. How's your team? I know you probably, you know, from coming from back, you know, a couple of years ago when you got in the music industry, you're in the hair business right now. You know, we got your hair selling off the shelves. We can't even keep up with it.
Right.
Kind of, you know, taking all that with everything you got going on. How is it? How has your team grown with you alongside?
I feel like that's another thing. Like the past few weeks, it's been way stronger. I feel like 2023 was a learning experience for me and them, because it's like, okay, I'm still learning how to manage music and how to manage selling her, and it's like now I gotta teach other people, and it's like I can't be there to teach them. You know, so it's like now it's been way stronger, because it's like, okay, now we didn't learn, we didn't build, grew.
Absolutely.
And like doing it all together and going through that process together of all the mistakes and everything together, it make you way stronger.
Okay.
You know, I like that, starting from the bottom and growing with the same people, because it's like they already
still
understand.
with the day ones, huh?
Still
Day
with
ones.
the same people.
I like that. And you know, one of the biggest things that I liked about you was how solid you are with, you know, giving the work to individual people, you know, focusing on certain tasks for certain individuals, not putting too much on their plate that they can't handle.
Exactly.
Which is, you know, very mature of you, because I know I didn't learn that till later on in the business. And it helped me out dramatically, especially with trying to grow, because like you said, you can't be everywhere at the same time, but trying to hand off certain important tasks or situations or a whole business to somebody, it's not easy to swallow. So with watching you doing that, you know, at such a young age, and so much but more potential to do with your brand. I know, you know, you have, you know, plans on putting your brand everywhere. It's online and in a few stores already, but I know it's going to be in multiple cities later. So this is definitely important, especially for 2024, is controlling, you know, those type of tasks and those businesses, and trying to have the right people that can handle it, so you can take off with you know, anything else that you want to do.
Yeah, that's definitely how I handle my brand. Like when I bring people aboard, I don't bring them aboard learning everything. Like if I bring you aboard, it might be for like, okay, I see that I'm weak where I do email marketing. So I need you to come in and I need you to do email marketing. I feel like when people got one task to focus on, it make them very strong at it.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, I know you new, but I need you to learn how to do XYZ, because I'm weak here, I'm weak here, I'm weak there. But you can't do people like that, because they'll eventually not learn nothing.
Yeah. And you can pinpoint where the leak is coming from, you know, if you do have one, you know, by you knowing, saying, hey, you know what? Well, I can really be hard on this person because all I have them do is this part of my, you know, this business, versus saying, hey, you know, let me cut some slack to them because they're handling so much. So, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice, because obviously, you know, nobody's going to do like what you do. So how has sales been for you, for, you know, whether it's getting more shows, getting more gigs, showing up at podcasts like these, and putting your brand in different stores? Like, have you seen it only continue growing, or you feel like, you know, it stayed the same, or what? Tell me how that is.
They drastically decreased.
Okay.
If I'm being transparent, my sales drastically decreased when I went on tour, when I was doing shows, because I wasn't paying attention to my brand. Like, in the beginning, it was like people was coming in, but it was so much hate. I don't know why. It was so much hate. Like, let's say 2024, right? City on lock. I had the city on lock. I was selling out a 15K inventory in 2-3 days, you know? And I was kind of getting to the point where it was like, okay, like I'm gonna open up a shop. Like that's what I was thinking. Like, before we had met each other, but you met me when I was going up in the music industry.
Oh yeah.
You know,
you're on the charts.
Yeah, when you came into my life, it was like I was already going up in music. So probably back then it would have been a different story. Sure. But like, say 2022.
Timing. I came in the right time.
Right,
I was like,
timing.
hey, let me take this business and let me help you out.
Perfect. It was perfect timing, because if I didn't have Beauty and Company, I don't know if my sales would have been able to be like so accessible.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's in the store. It's accessible. Just walk in the store and get it. Yeah. But then again,
people love it, man. They come in, especially when we're able to get you on FaceTime and you talk to them like, hey, look,
let's it.
Hey, Kim, look, they need some 36 inches. Where they at? You know what I mean?
But then it was like they waiting on me to text back.
Yeah.
And I'm on a flight to Cali. I'm on a 3-hour flight to Cali. I didn't miss that sale.
Yeah, that's a whole bag you can't drop.
I didn't miss that sale. So I say 2022, I had it on lock. In 2023, when my career started peaking, music wise, you know, it kind of was like everybody waiting on me to do everything. When people texting me, they waiting on me to text back. They waiting on me to text back. And I don't know if that's where the hate came from, because people probably thought like, oh, now she different, you know? Because
it's hard for them to understand. You know, you got something completely going on that, you know, it's. And then it was all going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And it was like a period where I kind of took my face away from my brand. I was using my brand ambassadors more. I was using other girls more. And that didn't do nothing for my sales. But, you know, I had to go through that period of time to even experience like, hey, don't ever do that again. You know, you miss a lot of money. I probably missed out on $100K, you know, going through that. But I know now, like, don't ever step away from my brand, you know, because people like to see me, even if because, you know, all the hate was coming towards me. You know, they got people on Facebook, like, just 2 months ago.
They want to mention
They just want to mention.
I know her, and this is what happened.
Right, like, I know her, woo the woo. You know, just 2 months ago, y'all was loving me, and now Shabuya blowing up, and it's like, now y'all don't like me no more. Like, why? What did I do? But, you know, you got to go through that, and it teaches you to have thick skin, because one thing about it, you know, at the end of the day, it's more people that love you than that hate you.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
What I learned from that point when I was growing up is don't ever step away from being the face of my brand, you know, even if it's just posting a picture saying, hey, I just got my hair done. I'm wearing Kim Dials.
Absolutely.
I learned, you know, you always got to have help. You can't do everything on your own. So even though that everything was like unbalanced, you know, in the time of me going up in music, I learned a lot.
You have to go through that, though.
I had to go through that.
That's one of the biggest things that I tell people is like, take your lessons early, you know, and then take them at a small loss. Because say you lost $100K,
right?
You know you ain't gonna lose $1 million.
Yeah,
I'm
not gonna lose $1 million.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because eventually, at some point, you're gonna have to kind of get a feeling to know, okay, well, look, I can't make these same mistakes. But, you know, one thing that I will agree with is when people are less accessible to you. Especially when you are the brand of the whole business, it hurts a little bit. But once you start understanding, okay, let me know how to maneuver. Let me try to bring the right people and put them in the right seat in my business to kind of handle things for me. That's when you start getting more tough in the business. But, you know, with you going through what you had to go through, I'm 100% sure all that's going to do is 10x your career right now. And I see it already going on because, you know, right now, you can make one post, your hair is selling out before all the other brands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, and the crazy part is they are willing to wait. They don't mind. They say, hey, you know what? We'll wait. When are you going to be stocked back on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be there. And as hard as to keep stock, we're trying to get it in all the other beauty companies. They're asking for it. But the biggest thing I tell people is branding. And with the humbleness that you have in your business, in your career, where you are today, it speaks a lot about you, and that's how much I respect the brand, you know?
Thank you.
Because I have a lot of people that come in and want to put their brand in the store, but, you know, it has to touch people. It has to be something really people want besides just, you know, high demand, like a person that goes with it. You know, when they can contact you and actually talk to you, and you can actually acknowledge them, and how many times you gave people free headbands and free items and
because
free
they
hair
support me
and support you, and people that need their hair done, you do the hair. So there's a lot of things that other brands don't do. And that's how much I respect yours.
And then it's so easy to do it. It's just that I was going through a phase where it's like I didn't want to do it because it's like y'all coming at me with so much craziness that I didn't want to do it. You know, I went through people that was my former customers, you know, that was taken from me. And it's like, I know y'all. Like, what's really going on? Like, why is there so much crazy stuff going on? But I feel like God always gonna put you through certain stuff just to learn. Absolutely. So now I feel like 2024, I'm going in with a new approach, you know, because it's like, okay, I went through the crazy.
Yeah, I'm ready
it's like I went through the crazy.
Oh, yeah,
I'm ready for the big.
Take that L. You know, take it like a champ and attack 2024 and go 200 miles per hour on the business. And that's why we have our meetings all the time. I mean, there's not a time that, you know, we don't have a meeting where, you know, we talking about numbers and knowing how to analyze them and take them to the next level and approach. And, you know, you hop back on a flight and you know, pick up a gig in Cali or something like that. And that's business, you know, and kind of knowing how to balance all that with personal life, at, you know, at where you are today is amazing. And I tell a lot of people to, you know, definitely stay tuned in, like listen and also understand your stories and where you came from, because I know originally you told me about how, look, I like to, you know, I used to work the streets. I used to, when I say work the streets, I used to go drop off bundles at people's houses, middle of the night, early in the morning, like, and you still miss it, and you'll go back to it.
I miss it so much.
And sometimes you'll still do it just to get a taste or a kick of it, and
because it give you that adrenaline, like, ooh, that hustle. You know, you need it.
The biggest thing is, you know, for other women that's in your situation, I want you to talk to those women and tell them, like, hey, you know, how that's where you got to start sometimes, you know, until you're able to get a building in, pay your rent, and hire somebody to sell for you and put behind the register. And
it's all about staying down. I'll be honest, like, I know a lot of girls that seen my journey. Like, Memphis is smaller than people think, you know, especially when you leave out of the city, you realize, like, oh, it's so small. Like, growing up in Memphis, it feel like everybody know everybody. We all went to the same schools. If we didn't go to the same schools, we hung around the same people. So we kind of know each other, right? So Memphis feel like a huge community.
It's more connected than what people think.
Yeah, so a lot of people watched my journey. They watched when I was meeting people at Walmart, or I'm telling them, like, oh, I'm doing delivery between the hours of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. or whatever. And it might have looked easy, but I got to call my brother. I don't even know how to drive. I got to call my brother and be like, hey, come take me to drop these bundles off.
Man. Come
you
on.
know, come take me to do this. Come take me to do that. But it was like I woke up every single day, whether I had to call my friends, or I'm calling my grandma, my mama, my brothers. I'm like, hey, I need to go take these bundles. I'm like, hey, I give you $10 gas to go take my customer this bundle right now. She at her appointment. You know, I was pulling up in girls' beauty shop. I'm like, what's up? Y'all getting y'all hair done. Get these lashes. You know, I'm selling out of lashes just because I can reach the community. And a lot of people respect that way more than you not wanting to interact with them.
Yeah. Facts. And I see that a lot. And those brands do not last. They don't, you know? And exactly.
And that's what I was saying. Like, in 2023, when I wanted to step away from my brand, it's like, why are my sales decreasing? I go to my page, don't even see myself. So it's like, oh,
okay,
people missing you. Like, literally, they missing you. So it take a lot of self-awareness and a lot of humbleness, you know, to even realize that, because some people, I feel like some people would have kept being on the high horse, and they would have been like, well, I'm Cat Carb and I got the hottest son right now. They either gonna shop with me or they ain't.
But I ain't never feel like that. It never was the case. You were popping up here early in the morning, early in the afternoon, meeting up, meeting folks, you know, helping your sister stock up the hair, you know, giving her some ideas on the wall. But, you know, that's what makes you who you are today. And actually, that's what makes you apart from all the other brands.
Right. Because it's so easy to pay somebody to come do my stuff, come do my restocks, but I'd rather be able to come do it myself, because it's like,
especially as fast as it's moving, it's more connection, you understand
more connection,
and it also understands you what's the next step, as far as, you know, kind of analyzing the market, what folks are looking for, what people are asking for,
exactly,
you know?
And you really don't even get those numbers unless you hands on.
Absolutely.
You gotta be hands on to realize what do people like, what's going the fastest. Like, remember when I just walked in, I said, Baha, I just put the wig in here 2 nights ago, and it's gone. And what we say, we was like, oh, they really liking the wig. They really attracting to the wigs more. But, you know, it's because of what, you know, you got to be able to pay attention to the trends.
What people asking for, what color's trending right now. You know what, if it's going to be an orange or blue wig, you know, that blue wig that you wore one time, you know, different ones, like that wig alone, you can probably sell 200 units, you know?
Yeah, because everybody like it.
Come on, it's a trend. And it's a trend for, and what people don't understand about businesses is it only takes like a week or two, that trend is going on, where either you're going to make those 100 or 200 sales, or you're only gonna sell 2 or 3 if you bring that wig on the right, you know, the wrong time. You know, so,
exactly.
So follow the trends, and you know, something that you've been on with the wigs, and you know, of course, the wig sales went up 200% since last month. So I'm excited, man.
And then since I've been doing the content more, it's like I can really see what they want. Like it'll be the most unexpected stuff. Like I just made a wig video, like 3 weeks ago, and I'm just brushing out my 40-inch wig, and I'm like, yeah, I wore this 40-inch wig like 10 times. And the video go crazy, and then everybody in my DM like, hey, where the 40 inch? Where the 40 inch? Where the 40 inch? And I'm like,
telling you,
I don't even got no 40 inch.
So, but now,
you know,
but see, that's what's beautiful. Like when you know, okay, well, look at the response on that content that you did. It's like, you know what? All right, you hit repeat. It can be 2 weeks later, and now you're ready. You got 30, 40 pieces ready to go. That's 10 racks. You know what I'm saying? Or better, you know? So a lot of people don't understand, like, that's how business is, you know? So create content around your business. Be more organic, more authentic. Be more hands-on with regular people that actually, you know, would put real reviews out there. You know, people don't want to just necessarily take, you know, advice from somebody that got 10,000 plus followers. You know, it could be somebody that got 800 followers and they use your hair and they're going to write you the best review. You know, and that's what people want to see. And that's what I see about your brand every day when real people coming in saying, no, I want this hair because I know it's good. My sister bought it for her wedding last week. I need it too. So when I hear that over the other brands, you know, it says a lot about yours. It's more connected. Definitely the city loves your brand. So I'm pretty sure Atlanta, Cali, everybody else
they
is
gonna love
yours,
it.
so.
You know, I care a lot about word of mouth because people can badmouth you. Even if you doing good, you know, I care a lot about word of mouth. That's why when I get bad customer reviews, because we being transparent. Stuff happens.
Yeah, man, all day, every day. Trust me. I sell, you know, hair, and I've been selling hair for 20 plus years.
You get bad customer reviews,
but
it's about how you handle it.
It's how I handle it. Here you go. I'm sorry. Here's a free, here's a free bundle closure, whatever it is that messed up on you. And guess what I'm doing? I'm on the call. I'm gonna visit my factory. Yo, what's going on? Why did my product change?
This happen?
You know,
if we being honest, you know, sometimes a customer could do something. They like my frontal balding, and I want to ask so bad. What did you do? And they like, I washed my hair with Nair, and it's like, bro. But you know, at the end of the day, sometimes you still gotta be like,
take the bullet.
All right, I'm gonna take it because I don't want. I represent my brand, you know, and everything attached to my brand, I want people to be able to speak good about it. Absolutely. I don't want nobody to ever be like, oh, I told Kat Carbon this happened and she didn't even care, you know?
But now that one person, even if they were, let's just say they were, you know, falsifying what they said and you did it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to respect you so much.
They're going to respect
you know what?
you better.
Man, I'm about to go help us sell 20, 30 more of these frontals and closures. And that happens. And that's happened, I know, quite sure with every brand. So it's actually good. You know, it's actually good that comes with it, for sure.
And I was like, they're just like, for example, I was out to eat at this restaurant 2 days ago, and they didn't hear when I was like, no bell peppers. And even though I was picking them off, you know, he took the plate back, and he was kind of like, you didn't say no bell peppers, but we'll remake it. But I was already picking them off. But it's like, if you gonna remake it, then why you gonna talk crazy?
Yeah, just let it go.
So it's like, sometimes if you gonna, sometimes even though it hurts, you know, just let it go because you working for the greater good. That one person could either run away 20 more people, or they could bring in 20 more people. So you got to understand, like, this one person really matters. You got to treat everybody the way you want to be treated if you was the one purchasing.
True.
So I always look at it like, if I'm the one purchasing, this how I would want a brand to treat me. This how I'm going to treat them.
Okay.
You know?
I like that.
So, yeah.
I like that. Much respect. I want to mention this. Music, hair business. What's the biggest relation between the two? And what advice do you put out there for everybody that's listening to this for 2024?
The best relation with the two is I'm dead smack in the middle of the trends. And another relation between the two is a lot of stuff I do gon' trend. So like, honestly, when I'm trying to promote some hair, say I'm overstocked in deep wave, I'm gonna just go put a deep wave wig on, and all the girls like, okay, Carbon got deep wave wig on. Now I want deep wave because she made it look so nice. She made it look so clean, so neat. The curl pattern is so neat, you know. So it's like the relation between the two is like I'm dead smack in the middle of the trends. Even my friends, I'm seeing what's trending, and it's like, okay, I can take this and stock up. Take it here
and bring it to the city because you know Memphis might be a little behind in some cases, but when they got people like you that's local that can kind of put us on game, you know,
I'm putting y'all on game,
but also creating new trends that other cities from Atlanta and California want to follow. Because I know Memphis right now is, you know, definitely recognized. It's on the map. we're, Cali's talking about us, people following trends, how, what's working out there, what's not working out there. I get guys all the time from businesses out there that are telling me, hey, what's selling for you in Memphis, man? Look, give us connections, give us resources, hey, can we sell Kim Doll's house over there,
Right.
But what they understand is that, we, people do hear us, we're a small city, but definitely recognized, definitely heard. But for people let me ask you this, for people that's not in the music industry, but have their own business, what advice do you give to those people? It can be male or female, it can be hair business, eyelash business, they can be an esthetician, it doesn't matter what they do. What advice do you have for them as far as, how can they market their business better? If they're doing it already and they're not in the music industry, like they can't put it out as fast as yours.
Really never give up, because I have seen on social media where businesses literally just take a turn because one video went viral.
Yeah.
Never give up. I feel like first, lock in with your branding. First, make sure you got something that people will be attracted to visually. Secondly, your quality, when you branding, it ain't about the looks. It's also about like the stuff that you selling. You got to make sure that if you a esthetician and you selling skincare products, are you using your skincare products or you just trying to make us buy it?
Yeah.
So you got to really use your stuff, make sure your quality there, and then through your marketing. Never give up on your marketing, because you could simply make a content video of if you sell shampoo and you washing your hair and people see the way that it's cleaning your hair, and then it's like, oh, I need this shampoo.
Yeah.
And
Staying
you
consistent.
never know which video,
So
of you washing your hair will
true.
blow up.
That's true.
So like those three things is like the things that I've been really locked in with, because I noticed that's what works.
Absolutely.
To the consumers.
Okay. Perfect.
So if you
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. So if you got like a business, you gotta make sure that you looking good, that your product is good, and that you're branding, because you never know who will purchase.
True.
I done seen where a celebrity really purchased something out of a store and they posted and they like, oh, this was the best hand sanitizer that I ever used. It smells so good. My hands been smelling like cherry blossom for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And now you just sold 1 million cherry blossom hand sanitizers, all because this person loved your product.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and it's the most simplest videos,
Most simplest.
And then staying consistent, staying on top of it, every day. Being more authentic, staying connected with your consumers,
Right.
even if you don't know them on the digital world, you message them, follow them, comment on them, stay interactive with them. That's also key. Good talk.
is.
Good talk, for sure.
You're
Kate
welcome.
Garvin, till next time.
Until next time, because I will be back with
For
some
sure.
more
For
gems.
sure. Definitely. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.